Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why Aurora is the #1 company on Robinhood, why millennials like Aurora so much, my thoughts on it, and yeah. So before I talk about it, I just want to tell you guys that Cyber7 is planning to buy a house. We plan to buy a house that's kind of run down, fix it up, maybe possibly making a new channel about how to fix up a house, and we'll see how it does. Maybe, like renovations and stuff, flipping houses, real estate. Maybe we'll diversify our YouTube channel. I mean, our, like, Cyber7 has, like, right now the stocks. Maybe we'll do like a real estate slash fixing up houses, how to flip homes, and Airbnb, our whole process. Like, maybe we'll make another channel dedicated to houses. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not too sure if we're gonna do it, but we're definitely going to be taking out a mortgage and buying a house. We're thinking about maybe $300,000. It's gonna be kind of a rundown place, but we're gonna be fixing it up and hopefully flipping it for more money in the future, slash maybe making an Airbnb out of it. But yep, that's the plan. So okay, that was me searching up. But anyway, so this is a Motley Fool article. Say Aurora Cannabis beats Apple in the #1 integrated way. Down here it says the one rumor that circulated in September was Coca-Cola could be interested in making a deal with Aurora Cannabis. No such deal materialized, but the story generated a lot of interest in Aurora. Another development was Aurora, that's traded on the New York Stock Exchange in October 2018, makes the stock more readily available to U.S. investors. That is absolutely true. I absolutely agree that the fact that Aurora is traded on the New York Stock Exchange and the fact that the Coke deal circulated throughout investors, making people more interested in the Aurora stock. And then, additional Robinhood users want to invest into the marijuana boom simply chooses Aurora through the process of elimination. Among the top 4 Canadian producer, Canopy Growth already claimed the huge market cap. Tilray faces possibly insider that could flood the market. That's Tilray is like just risky, period. Canopy Growth, I think it's the price per share is the reason why people don't want to invest into it. Aphria, yeah, Aphria has a lot of illegal activities inside the company, or faces short seller allegations. That's the reason why that investors are maybe more cautious of it. But I honestly believe it's a little bit more deeper than that. I think this is a big part of it, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Let me just pull up the share price. I believe that most investors, they look at, a price tag of $7.59, and it, like, people don't really read the market cap. They look at the price. They don't read the market cap, because market cap is something for slightly more advanced investors. And most people in Robinhood, I don't think they look at the price. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think they look at the price. I think they look more at the price per share, not the market cap. So that's the reason why, because it looks cheap. It like $7, $6, $5. Those price ranges look so cheap that it makes newer investors kind of want to buy into that company because of the share price. That's what I believe is the biggest reason why Aurora, a lot of investors buy in Aurora. Another really big reason, well, I'm not a big reason, but Cam Batley is a bigger reason. Cam Batley does a really, really good job of attracting investors to invest into his company. The way he talks, he just sounds like Aurora is going to be a successful company. Nothing's stopping them. They're going to be a force to reckon with. Just the way his attitude is towards the company that he promotes and talks about, because that's his job. His job is to run around and talk to investors and make it sound like this company is a great place to invest into without saying investing into us, because that's literally illegal and he can't do that. But he can talk positively about his company. So that's I think that's the biggest reason why, like, because Cam Batley does such a good job promoting his company, which helped, you know, like, people who searching YouTube, they probably ran across Cam Batley, because, you know, no investors are not going to do any research. They're going to go do some research and they're going to come across Cam Batley, and they're going to notice that Cam Batley talks so positively about it. And then on top of that, you know, I'm somewhat a part of it. I've been promoting the stock forever. I've been promoting Aurora Cannabis forever, since June 5th, 2017, when nobody talked about Aurora Cannabis. Nobody cared about Aurora Cannabis. I was there. I was talking about it. I invested $500,000 into Aurora Cannabis when it was a nobody, and now everybody's talking about it. Now it's the number one company, on Robinhood, beating Apple, beating Canopy, you know, like beating Kronos, like that's crazy. But, you know, like how I kind of like picked a needle, a gem out of a haystack. AMD, same thing, right? I picked a gem out of a haystack. I knew AMD was suffering. Okay, so another part of it is, you know, I think, you know, Departure Capital and Investing Hustler, they also make videos basically solely on Aurora. Look how much Aurora videos he makes. He makes Aurora videos because he notices that a lot of people watch his Aurora videos, so he makes it. So he just like consistently makes Aurora videos because he noticed that a lot of people are interested in Aurora stock. Investing Hustler, same thing. And Departure Capital basically copied off me. He's like, oh, why is Kevin getting so much views? And then he noticed that my Aurora videos got so much views, so he kind of just copied me and made every video about Aurora because he noticed that his views were going up. And, you know, Investing Hustler too, like, same thing. He makes Aurora videos because he sees that his views go up like crazy. Like this one, should I sell my Aurora Cannabis share? 5.7k views. You know, Aurora prediction set 6.7k. Aurora Cannabis was Afria 4.3k. That's the reason why. Like, and then I also noticed on YouTube lately that more people are talking about cannabis stocks, more company, like more YouTube like people. How would you content creator? Yeah, YouTube content creator. Yeah, there you go. I noticed more YouTube content creators start talking about Aurora in trading fraternity. People keep coming up and saying, oh, look at Aurora, and then that guy that runs trading fraternity, he's always saying, oh, Aurora is shit. I would never buy any of that stock. I don't know what he has against Aurora. He just doesn't like it. Maybe because they don't have billions of dollars and he just cares about the money. He thinks money is king. Money is king, though. I'm not going to deny that. But management is also important, and Aurora has pretty good management, I would have to say. They've been doing a really good job how they brought the company from, you know, point A to point B, in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about EA. So I've done some research on EA. I'm a big gamer, so I kind of understand how this works. So a lot of people, the reason why EA ran up is because of Apex. And people are thinking that Apex might become, you know, like PUBG and Fortnite, but it might. There's a possibility, but it's a first-person shooter, and first-person shooters already have so much competition. They're already competing with their own game, Battlefield. They're competing with Call of Duty. I mean, yeah, it's a free-to-play. It does look like a very good game, but there's also another problem. the reason why Fortnite does so well compared to Apex Legends is because Apex Legends is a first person shooter. You don't really get to see your character most of the time. You're always seeing your gun. But in Fortnite, you get to see your character all the time, making it so like when you have decorations on it, you're like staring at the decorations all the time. It makes you kind of want to buy stuff, and that's why the microtransaction works better in Fortnite versus Apex Legends. And then Apex Legends also has to prove that it can do very well, like it can hold its player base and grow its player base over time and become a very popular game. It still hasn't proven that yet. The game does look fun, but are people gonna be buying microtransaction like crazy? I don't think so, just simply because you can't see your character, and like there's no point of really upgrading unless you know you don't see a character unless it's in the loading screen. So I think that's the main reason why, is because you know Fortnite is a third person, while you know Apex Legends a first person. It is a good game. It does look like a good game. It looks pretty fun, but I think Fortnite is better because it's third person. You can see a character, and it already has a big established user base. Most people might get bored of Fortnite and just kind of switch over to Apex Legends, but because Fortnite has the bigger user base, I think most of their friends will probably end up going back and playing with their friends, because you have more fun playing with your friends versus this is, I guess, is a co-op game, so it is kind of good. So you are kind of playing with your friends, but I don't know. I honestly believe that you know Apex has a lot to prove. You need you definitely do your research on it. Keep an eye on this company, but I think that EA should pull back simply because it ran so much already. I mean, I'm probably I'm gonna probably keep shorting it little by little every time it climbs up 4 or 5%, because I believe that eventually it's gonna pull back big time, especially around Activision's earnings. At least this is my prediction. I could be wrong, and you know the gaming industry could pop back up. Could, but right now, and the biggest problem with Activision's EA's free to play is it kind of monetizes their games, because they make most of their money off pay to play, right? Like you pay for the game and you play it, but by doing free to play, they're competing with their own games that people pay for. So I mean, that is a problem going forward. And competing with Fortnite is hard because it's a first person versus a third person, right? So that's just my take on it. I think EA is just in the overbought area right now. It could keep going up, but the more it goes up, I think the better it becomes, because I think it's gonna pull back eventually. At least this is my opinion. I would not do a call option on it. Simply, it's already gone up so much already, and I don't believe that Apex Legends is gonna be a Fortnite killer. We guess we will find out about within a couple weeks, maybe at the end of the week, maybe sometime. Maybe if the stock keeps going up, we know that I guess Apex is doing very, very well. We'll see though. Wait, so I'm gonna end it off with Thinkorswim. So I realized that anybody can register for a paper trading money account. You don't need to be in Canada. I think you can only try it for 60 days, but in order to do it, all you have to do is go register for a paper money account, and then say, do you have an existing TD America trade account? You can say no. And then you just fill out all this information. And then once you do fill all the information, you go to your download. You would get to this area where you can like log into your account. And then now you can just download the applications. Once it's downloaded, you can use it, right? This is my TD Thinkorswim platform. I'm not sure how to use it yet, but you know, it's like I can just enter, like, let's say ACB, you know, like this is Aurora Cannabis, the put option, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, 752 put options. So I'm not too sure. This is the February 19th strike price. This is the March 1st strike price. I'm not like buy this, and then call, put. I don't know. I'm new to this. I don't know what exactly I'm doing, but I think I can just do, like, if I decided to put, or if I think it's gonna run up in the morning, I could do a call, send, confirm. Please note that the selective weekly option series with a non-standard expiration date. I don't understand what that means. Description: max profit, max loss is I can lose $1,000. Max profit, infinity. What? Infinity. That's crazy. Restrict buying power for stocks. I have $197,000 I can use as paper money. Buying power for options, $98,000. I guess, I don't know. Send. Wait, and option chain. Wait, no, not option chain. Where is option chain? Hold on. Monitor. So I have two up. I have one for ACB and I have one for AMD. They're gonna expire on February 19th or February 22nd. I'm not too sure. February 22nd would make sense because it's Friday, so they expire on Friday. I'm kind of new with this. I don't really understand how to operate this. Maybe I'll do a live stream or something. You guys can help me Monday, watch me mess up how to trade options on the online or on the internet. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Give me a thumbs up. Bye.